We just finished up our first RV, so now let's start two more. We have two trailers here. One of them is, I want to say, roughly 45, I don't quite remember, feet long. The other one is 35 and some change, not including the tongue. And we are going to be creating some mobile bathrooms as well as another living space, another more residential style RV. So we just came out and took a bunch of measurements to figure out what we need to order for steel. And then we're gonna send these off to my cousin Cal to finish welding them up. And then as soon as we get them back, we can start putting the Advantech down so that we can actually start the part of the build that we get to enjoy building ourselves. So these are the two trailers. Let me give you a little look. Okay, so all things considered, we did buy these trailers in pretty good shape, and they were obviously purchased with the knowledge in mind that we were going to be using them for RVs. Like, you can't just, yeah, you can't really just buy any trailer. There really needs to be certain parameters, and I'm gonna have to add an axle to this one, or my cousin is going to, but generally speaking, this is what we're looking at. We are gonna have to add some extra steel just because of the length or the width of the Advantech. And like I said, another axle is gonna have to go onto this one. But all things considered, we did buy them in pretty good shape, so it's not like we're gonna have to dump thousands and thousands of dollars into them to make them ready to go. And yeah, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, these will be ready for us to start working with. I also wanted to briefly mention that we did already start purchasing some of the building materials for these two RVs. So for example, the one that's, we're building to be a living space, we purchased a 1970s bright green toilet and sink that we're gonna replace all the guts in, as well as some live edge clapboard siding. And then tonight we're going to pick up some bamboo floors. So it all kind of depends on what we can get a good deal on, and what we think is gonna look best with the other things that we kind of have in mind for that RV. All right, so now that we have sourced our two trailers for our next two builds, now we're really back at the design stage. And unfortunately for the RV that I just bought, I don't have all of my windows and doors sourced yet, which means I can't give you this really cool 3D chief architect rendering of what exactly my RV is gonna look like. Not that I'm even really that great at it yet and could give you anything really that miraculous anyways, but I can't give you this really cool 3D rendering, but I can kind of show you the sketches and the designs, the building materials that we're gonna be using, or we're thinking about using at this point, the different roof lines, and where we're at in that process. So I'm thinking for this next build, for the residential one, about using a very similar floor plan to the one that we just built. And the reason being that we haven't come up with a better floor plan for sleeping a lot of people yet. And this really seems to be the best idea that we have. It's working really well so far, in our opinion. And so my sketch is based on just the measurements I have in my head from just finishing up another project, as well as the measurement of my trailer. And it just gives me a really general idea of, okay, this is what I'm looking at. I'm starting to figure out kind of what roof lines are gonna work for that, because we do have lofts in these spaces. And fortunately, because we're making these RVs really campy and rustic for this build as a whole, we get to work with some really cool building materials. But on the flip side, the downside to that is that they can be kind of hard to source depending on what we're looking at. So I might see something really cool on Pinterest, but if it's too hard to get or too expensive, it's not going to work for us. So I'm trying to come up with as many different ideas as I can, and I've already bought some of the materials in, like, this toilet and sink that I'm going to be using, but I'm trying to give myself some flexibility as far as coming up with different ideas, because we're bound to hit bumps in the road as far as what we can source. Okay, so just generally speaking, this is a very similar layout to the last one if you've been following our videos. But in our last RV, the door was pretty much this entire area right here. And then the hitch to the trailer was over here. And then this was the back of it. And then as far as parking it goes, the true back of it, the bump out was on that side. So we're thinking about doing something differently. The door to our last RV was so cool, but we're probably not going to be able to get our hands on another accordion door like that. So we're gonna have to get creative or see what we can find regarding that. I know this is a very simple sketch, and you may not, don't even look at the roofs yet, quite honestly, because I don't know what I'm doing. But it gives you an idea. There's going to be a bedroom, there's going to be a loft above the bed, and then a loft above the bathroom as well. And the kitchen's going to be over here, and the general living space. Now, as far as what this is going to look like, I don't have a whole lot of pictures in my Pinterest board for this. I use Pinterest for a lot, and it's funny, I never really used Pinterest, I don't know, really much until just a couple of years ago. I feel like everyone's been using it for years, and I'm just now realizing how amazing it can be. But I try to keep in not only boards for, you know, different cabins, but we do have one for just general ideas for, you know, what all of the cabins as a whole, what we're going for. But this one in particular is for the residential build that we're about to do. And the reason for that being is I already purchased a bunch of the live edge clapboard siding. I already purchased a green toilet and sink. And so I'm playing around with some different ideas of siding to give it some different textures, some different flooring ideas, roof ideas, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use green in other areas, but we do try to keep things a bit more old-fashioned looking and rustic looking. We like to use stained glass. And just generally speaking, we're trying to keep that theme throughout all of the different builds that we're doing while still giving all of the different RVs their own character and charm, and allowing them to all look a little bit different at the same time. Now, realistically, it's probably gonna take me weeks to be able to source all of my windows and doors and be able to come up with a more accurate depiction of what this is gonna look like to be able to show to you guys. But we are gonna start the trailer prep and the, you know, kind of the floor or particle board prep for the newest RVs, and see what we can get done in the next couple of weeks to kind of kickstart these next couple of projects that are going to take us through the rest of this year. Now, when it comes to the framing, I'm pretty excited for that part because I didn't get to help my dad out a lot in the framing for this past RV. He really wanted to work on that by himself and kind of get the process started on his own while I finished up another smaller timber frame that we were building. So as far as the initial part of what we're doing, I'll be completely new to it. I haven't really done framing much before other than just assembling it with my dad. And what's cool about these projects as well is because we're constantly using different materials and things are changing with what we're doing, we're really learning something new with every single build. So we're pretty excited for this year and excited to try some new things. So that's really all we've been up to in the last couple of days. Last week after we finished the prior RV build, we went down to visit my mom in Florida for a couple of days, but we're back to it and hoping to start really making some progress on the next RV builds here in the next couple of weeks. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.